Did you know that your astrology can tell you who you're going to marry? Okay, it's not going to tell you exactly who, but it will tell you what kind of person they'll be, like what kind of energy they'll have. So this is Vedic astrology. So if you know like your Western star sign and all of that, like that's not the same. You can pull up your Vedic astrology chart just by Googling AstroSeek Vedic, and it will pull that up for you. But essentially what you're looking for is your lowest degree personal planet. So that's Sun, Moon, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. I think that's all. Venus. If you're having this done by a Vedic astrologer like me, if you're getting a reading from me at my Etsy shop, then you might also be taking Rahu into consideration, Rahu being the North Node. But essentially, once you find out what that planet is, then you're able to know what the traits of your partner would be. Because your lowest degree personal planet is considered your Dadakaraka or your spousal planet. And so it tells you what kind of spouse you'll have, or like what your spousal karma is. So for instance, if you have Saturn as your Dadakaraka, then you would have a spouse that would be more serious. Maybe they've been through stuff, they have some trauma. They might be older because Saturn is the older planet. They might take on like more of like a responsible role in a relationship. If you have the Sun as a Dadakaraka, that's typically representative of somebody who's really bold, they're outgoing, they might be a leader. They're probably conventionally attractive. This is very much like a Hollywood placement. If the Moon is your Dadakaraka, your spouse will probably be very like emotional. They'll have a lot of empathy. They'll be very sympathetic to you. They might also have kind of a baby face because they have more lunar traits. If Mars is your Dadakaraka, they might be a little more hot-headed, very passionate, very ambitious, outgoing, maybe athletic. They might even have like red undertones to their skin. This is also more of an indicator of a shorter spouse, and I'm not really sure why, but it is. If you have Jupiter as your Dadakaraka, then your spouse is probably likely to be very outgoing, but also very generous. Maybe taller, wider. Jupiter is the biggest planet. Abundant in general. And if you're looking for a woman, she might have big tits. Just saying. If you have Venus as your Dadakaraka, then your spouse is probably going to be somebody who is very conventionally attractive. Venusian, attractive, beautiful, indulgent. They probably like to, spend a little money on things. They like to treat themselves. If Mercury is your Dadakaraka, then they'll probably be somebody who loves to talk, and they'll probably be younger than you or have a younger spirit, because this is kind of like the opposite of that Saturn energy, which is more restrictive, older. This is a youthful planet that's more about like communication, somebody who's really like they move quick. If you do have Rahu, the North Node, as your highest degree planet, not everybody includes that in the Dadakarakas, but if you do, that's saying that your spouse is somebody who essentially changes like the entire course of your life. And they're likely foreign or foreign to you, like they're from a different culture, because Rahu is more about like things that are different and push you outside of your comfort zone. So anyway, that's how you can find out something about your spouse. And then if you want to get even deeper, you can look at where that planet falls within your chart to give you more indication of kind of the energies of them, and even look at the nakshatra that your planet in this case is in. So if your Dadakaraka is your Saturn, look at what nakshatra your Saturn is in, and that will tell you more about your spouse. Anyway, follow for more.